Let's reintroduce our panel. Of course, Eugene Robinson, Pat Buchanan, and Rachel Maddow is also joining us as well. Let's talk about this sweep for Barack Obama tonight in these three states. Eugene, what does Hillary Clinton have to do now as we look ahead to the future contest? Chesapeake primary coming up, Virginia, which is what we're talking about tonight, Maryland and District of Columbia. There are some other contests, and then there's Junior Tuesday, as Chuck Todd calls it, Texas, Ohio, which could be key as well.
Well, from what we understand, Hillary Clinton could go to Texas as soon as Tuesday night. So, I think from here, Hillary Clinton might try to steal, kind of nip one of the states, perhaps Virginia, Tuesday, where, it's doubtful that she's going to win either Maryland or the District of Columbia. Virginia's a larger prize. She maybe could do that. If not, looks like she's going to go straight to Texas to Junior Super Tuesday, I guess, and that is that's the biggest prize left on the board. I mean, it's.
Rachel, I still can't get over. I mean, we are really witnessing the most historic election. I mean, we have an open seat, first of all, which is we don't have a president or a vice president running. We have now, I think, 29 of the 50 states have voted, and we have states that have never felt like they've had a say in a primary have a say, and this thing just keeps going on into Texas and Ohio and Pennsylvania, and as Chuck Todd said, we might all have to go to Puerto Rico in June.
Right, which wouldn't be so bad at all.
Right.
But I think that's why I think one of the big headlines tonight, and it was strategic and smart of the Clinton campaign to do this tonight, was when they announced that they have raised $10 million more since Super Tuesday. Now, today's Saturday. Super Tuesday was this week. So for them to put out their big "we raised $10 million" announcement means A, they're not planning on going anywhere, and B, they know this is going to take a long time. It makes money that much more important. Over the course of the past week or 10 days, the common wisdom had been that Obama had a huge monetary advantage over Clinton. Clinton put a huge dent in that tonight. So while Obama will get the headlines tonight because of his sweep, deservedly so, Hillary Clinton has a real shot at Maine tomorrow. Jim Webb's endorsement is still dangling out there somewhere for Virginia heading into Tuesday. That would be a big prize for her. And she's got this great financial news. So this race looks great for Obama tonight, but they are still absolutely both in it.
Well, and Rachel, just so you know, the Associated Press is reporting that Barack Obama won the Virgin Islands tonight. We don't know yet whether he won, as Chuck said, 2 of the 3 delegates, and Hillary got 1, or he wanted a clean sweep, we understand, I guess, in the Virgin Islands. But again, just to my point, we have places that have never had a say before in a primary that have a big say. We've got the Democratic candidates fighting tooth and nail in every state, and as you pointed out, Gene Robinson, we've got these contests on Tuesday, Virginia, Maryland, and D.C., and that night, Hillary Clinton is going to be in Texas 3 weeks before Texas votes. She wants that state.
I know. One can predict that she will actually go to Texas that night if she thinks she's going to lose all 3 of those primaries. It is fascinating how states that don't usually come into play are coming into play. Here in the Washington area, we usually aren't at the epicenter really of primary politics yet this year.
Pat, what about Rachel's point that this means that the Democratic Party is stronger than the Republican Party because they've campaigned in these places, the turnout's been higher than the Republicans have turned out in these states, and that means the Democrats will be stronger in a general election?
There's no doubt about it. I mean, the Democratic turnout has been in some states twice what the Republicans have. The Republicans had a terrific race, but they didn't get anything like that turnout. That points to bad news for November. The economy points to bad news for November, and the war points to bad news for November, and Bush points to bad news for November at 30%. And you wonder why McCain is running even or ahead. And so I think the Republicans, this is the only thing they can hold, I'll tell you, but I do think, getting back to this point of these pledged delegates, if Obama wins the pledged delegates, and we get down to either super delegates or bringing Florida back into play and giving the delegates to Hillary because she did well, or Michigan, I mean, you are going to have a real firestorm on your hands. At the same time, these super delegates are going to have to ask themselves, can Barack win a general election? Can he get back all those moderates or not? So they're going to have a hellish decision on their hands.
Just want to reference for our viewers, show those pictures again from Richmond, Virginia. The Jefferson Jackson dinner with the governor of the state is speaking, but Barack Obama is expected on stage any moment.
We want change.
Can I make one note about the speeches tonight?
Absolutely.
Hillary Clinton gave a bang-up speech. I mean, we aired that speech in its entirety a little bit earlier. She doesn't get a lot of credit for her oratory, particularly in comparison with Barack Obama, but I think it should be noted that her speech tonight was actually not only just a good speech, it was well-delivered, it was inspirational, it was moral high ground, it was, I would be the first woman president. It was the kind of speech that I feel like a lot of commentators and a lot of people who have not yet decided their minds, made up their minds between these two candidates. It's a speech that a lot of people have been waiting for a long time from Hillary Clinton tonight. I don't think we should let that moment go unnoticed. I think we should expect something great from Obama because he gives great speeches, but Clinton probably did her best tonight.
And Rachel, what about what Lee Cowan pointed out, that she did not draw distinctions with Barack Obama, her chief rival, rather talked about how historic it is to have the first potential woman president, the first African-American president, and that was something that really got the crowd going.
Absolutely. Talking about, I mean, Barack Obama inspires people, and it's not just the idea of the first black president, but he inspires people about the way he talks about the country. She also needs to be inspirational, not only in the way she talks about the country, but she needs to insert her place as a historical first, the first woman to make it this far in politics, in order to inspire not only women voters, but people who will feel happier about their country, knowing that we are a country that could elect a woman. She needs to get up to that inspirational higher ground sometimes. Tonight she did it for the first time. And not only did she praise Barack Obama and talk about him in positive terms, she also had nice words for the governor of Virginia, who is introducing Barack Obama right now, who is a very prominent endorser of Senator Obama. All of that is very moral, high ground, unify the party, feel good stuff.
I guess that's important, but the question comes out, and the Clinton campaign has made the argument that his record has not been examined. And it has been when Bill Clinton has raised it and when Hillary Clinton has raised it that there has been a further examination of his record. Why not do that on the stump, like on an event tonight?
Look, she's got to be very gingerly in how she deals with Barack Obama, because she wants these folks in November to come to her if she's nominated. So she hasn't gone after his position. Secondly, his positions on the left wing of the Democratic Party are very popular with the base of the Democratic Party.
Does it make it easier for her that John McCain is now the nominee, because she can say, against John McCain, we need someone with the more experience, et cetera, that she can set up that contrast?
But she can't say that as long as the polling shows Obama doing better against McCain than Hillary Clinton doing against McCain.
In fact, we have those polling numbers, just the latest from Time magazine, which shows that it would be essentially tied between Barack Obama and John McCain, but that McCain would beat Hillary by 5 points. Now, the Clinton advisors say that's because Obama is not as well known. They haven't formed the opinions of him. She does have high negatives, but that's because, as she says, I've been, beaten up for years.
July 1st, Dukakis had a 17-point lead over Bush 1. By Labor Day, when Lee Atwater and everybody went to work, it was an 8-point deficit, 25-point turnaround. That is exactly what the Republicans are lying in the weeds and waiting to do to Barack Obama.
Is tear him to pieces.
What's worrying about What's worrying about the McCain-Obama matchup is that McCain probably doesn't have much higher to go. Conservatives aren't going to convert to come out to McCain. And Republicans have had a million opportunities to elect John McCain their president. They've never picked him before. It's not like he has a real high ceiling. He's been running since Lincoln, But his numbers, his positives aren't going to go much higher. So they're going to know that in order to beat Barack Obama, they're going to have to go so hard negative on Barack Obama rather than trying to build up McCain. Maybe slightly different dynamics when it comes to Hillary Clinton, but I mean, we're a 50-50 country. At least it looks that way from the last few presidential elections. I think it's going to be close no matter who it is.
Given the Bush record, you're going to have to go negative here, I think.
All right, let's